of the best rivalries for LA right now.
I would definitely agree with that. Over the past few years, these two teams have created a great rivalry. Meeting in the final, meeting in Western Conference championships, having former players, having played for both teams, that's a great opportunity to start a rivalry. And, then a little bit of chippiness, on each side, which has definitely been there.
Well, speaking of rivalries, Galaxy fans, you want to win Galaxy tickets, Alaska flights, or a road trip to San Jose to watch the Galaxy play? That's a pretty good rivalry, Quakes and Galaxy. Alaska Airlines is giving you that chance. Visit lagalaxy.com/Alaska to enter, and you could be flying to see the Galaxy. After that scoreless affair up at Buckshot Stadium last year in late June. And Galaxy fans will remember that one for the day that Mike Magee put on the gloves and jersey and stepped in between the net.
I don't think many Galaxy fans want to see that again.
Definitely not.
And here it is again. You have Salt Lake creating the tempo right here, keeping the ball and just passing it around. This is when the Galaxy has to step up, put pressure on them, and win that ball. And if you can win it in these areas, it gives you the opportunity to get to goal quickly.
Here comes Luis Gil. De La Garza sliding over, and Saunders has to go down just to make sure it was going wide. An injured player in Fabian Espindola down near midfield. Fifth minute of play, a scoreless opening half so far. Magee trying to swing it in, and it'll go out for a corner for LA.
Right now we got David outside on his third corner right now. I'd be expecting for David to be looking for Edson Buttle. He's the one you want to keep an eye on. With this matchup with Edson and Olave, it's going to be something interesting.
Raimondo had trouble getting through the traffic to punch that one clear, but he does get to it. Both teams will reset a bit. Here's Sarvas. Beckham, first time toward Edson Buttle. Olave there to head it clear. And now Wingert will just send it out towards midfield. Saving tackle by Velasquez. Through for Landon Donovan. Advantage plays here for LA. Onto his right foot, tripped up at the top of the area. And Kevin Stott with the whistle and a yellow card as well. It'll be Kyle Beckerman picking up the yellow here in the 36th minute. But more importantly, Kobe, now a great opportunity for LA on this free kick spot.
This is the opportunity I think the whole stadium and all the fans watching are looking for. This is a spot where you expect David Beckham to put this on target, looking for one of the upper V's. He's got a keeper that's a little bit undersized for a normal goalkeeper, so you expect this to go direct to goal.
Also the possibility of that second chance opportunity. Beckham, short approach, right into the RSL wall, and Olave will clear it out for a throw.
You have a lot of the Galaxy players screaming for handballs here, but in any situation like this in the wall, it's very rare that a referee is going to call a handball. He just hits that one short.
Yeah, but it looked like it was off of Espindola, but I agree. Tough to call that one. Buttle leaves it for Franklin. Beckham just in front of the sideline. Grabavoy under pressure from Sarvas. And now RSL looking to counter. Espindola out wide for Beltran. Once again, it's RSL dictating the tempo. Through ball for Espindola. Donovan step for step with him. And the savvy veteran defender able to deflect it out. It'll go for the first corner of the night for the visitors.
Now this is a dangerous situation with the size that RSL has here. You have the big man. Olave is probably the one that they're going to be gunning for. And obviously this is the matchup once again with Edson Buttle.
In fact, it's Buttle who comes back from the striker spot to mark Olave, just as they were doing in opposite order back at the other side. Chris Schuler also a very big target. Near post ball, headed away by Sean Franklin. Winger lifting the chin. He's got the left foot to serve it in, puts it back on his right. In comes Saunders. He'll punch it clear. A collision inside the area. 2 Galaxy players down. And David Beckham not happy with Kevin Stott, as it was a counter-attacking chance for LA in the other direction.
Any player on the Galaxy team is going to be questioning this call a little bit. You obviously have the ball going, a little bit of a collision here, but you have Landon Donovan going on a breakaway, with opportunities to go directly to goal. You have to wonder why that call is made by Kevin Stott, but he is the referee, makes the call, so be it. I don't agree with it, but so be it.
As long as it's consistent. Sarvas trying to push it through and clipped right in the back of the ankle by Ned Grabavoy.
It's about 40 minutes into the game, and now you're starting to see a little bit of the chippiness going on. Little extra kicks.
Bruce Arena right in the corner of the technical area. Quiet for now as he looks on. See if LA can put someone on the end of this David Beckham service. High bending ball. Raimondo punches it clear. And a whistle will give Real Salt Lake a free kick from their own end.
Now, most people are going to think that ball was hit too far by David Beckham, but I guarantee you what they want to do in that play is put the ball right on top of Nick Raimondo and get some of your big bodies right in front of him and see what happens. The ball can always deflect, off of your player, off the other player. Nick isn't tall enough to reach it and get it. It can go in the back of the net.
Raimondo, maybe not the tallest of goalkeepers in Major League Soccer, but certainly one of the quickest.
Well, Nick is one of the quickest, and he's one of the best with his feet. It's like having a 12th or 11th man, playing as a goalkeeper. He's very skilled in that ability. So what he lacks in other areas, he makes up with other things, especially with his feet. Being able to play like that out of the back.
Galaxy fans know Raimondo well from that 2009 MLS Cup meeting in Seattle. Raimondo was unbelievable in that MLS Cup playoff run for RSL that year. Meyer rising up to head it, but the offside flag had gone up against RSL. We'll join up with hundreds of thousands of Galaxy fans chatting about the Galaxy around the globe. Find the Galaxy on Facebook at Facebook/LA Galaxy or on Twitter at LA Galaxy. Great way through social media to stay up with what's happening with the Galaxy, the three-time MLS Cup champions. McGee trying to feed it in. Donovan is there. Buttle with a look. Beckham trying to close the gap to get to it, but it's Wingert that will clear. And a handball is going to go against Fabian Espindola, trying to ignite the counter back the other way. Luis Gil. Donovan running back with him. Espindola, first time, and Saunders not too tough of a save there, going down. So a little over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half in regulation, and probably a minute or two of stoppage time. Scoreless on the board, Kobe, but do you give the nod to either side as to maybe who's had a slight edge?
I would call it pretty much even at this point in time. The Galaxy has had, some pretty good opportunities and the control of play for, quite a bit, but, it seems to be even right now. I don't think any team has the edge, but we got to make sure, if you're looking at this game, that Salt Lake, if they continue to hold the ball, how the legs hold up for the Galaxy as everything starts to weigh on them. These are the areas you want to see David Beckham with the ball.
Trying to slice it in there for Edson Buttle. It pops loose here for Sean Franklin. McGee. Sarvas. He can let it fly, and he does. Sarvas! Second time in this opening half off the bar, but it stays out.
This is a great shot by Sarvas to be able to step up from distance from 30, 40 yards out and to hit that off the crossbar. Nick Rimando has no chance. All he can hope is the crossbar's there, and it is, and it was lucky for Nick on that one.
Sarvas stepping into the lineup to replace another guy that we've seen hit long-distance strikes like that, the Brazilian Juninho. And Juninho available as a substitute tonight for LA. Both teams now with 5 shots apiece as we're into the final minute of regulation. Let's take one more look.
That's a great shot by Sarvas over Nick Rimando, and it looks like, could that ball have been in? It's difficult to tell.
I think the crew got it right. I think it's right on the line when it comes down. Our fourth official, Paul Ward, indicates 1 minute of stoppage time minimum. Donovan cutting inside, chipping it up and over the top. Keane trying to spin onto his right foot, and he gets tangled up with Chris Schuler. Sarvas, good defending in the midfield to win it back. Into stoppage time now, Kobe. You could say that probably possession-wise, RSL has had more of it, but you would have to say when it comes to chances, LA have had the better.
I'd agree with you completely, and that's why I give it 50-50 either way. But right now, these last couple of minutes,
Franklin
looks like Galaxy has the better of play.
Franklin trying to bend one in, and as it deflects out of play, the whistle from Kevin Stott to bring the opening half to a close.
Good ball by Franklin there, headed out for a corner. And it looks like we're going to end the half on a corner kick.
Well, you have to like the chances for LA in those closing minutes. Coming up on the Home Depot halftime show, we'll spend some time with MLS Commissioner Don Garber as the league enters its 17th season. We'll also have first half highlights and stats, and Heidi will check in with Coach Bruce Arena. All that and more coming up on the Home Depot halftime show. 45 minutes into the 2012 MLS season.